Blessed Yule, everyone. Oh, look how like holiday. I didn't know that.
I thought your green hat's hiding.
Oh, my green. Oh my god, it just looks like the red hat.
Hey, you have a crown.
Oh my god, look, wait, what if I go like this? Oh my god, it's like the hat of invisibility. Look how cool that is. I'm like, my camera's like looking here and it's looking over there. Look at that. It's like I got Harry Potter's like cloak of invisibility, but I got his like hat of invisibility.
Cut it up and made it into a hat.
I cut it up and made it into a hat. Fuck that bitch. I feel it was like, you know, that's a really nice cloak you got, but it'd make a better hat. So welcome everyone. Happy Yule. My name's Foxy Divine, aka Psychic Seth. And we're going to be talking about Yule today. We're going to be doing a little bit different today on Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. This Tea and Tarot Tuesdays, we're going to be focusing on Yule. I got some really awesome announcements to talk about. We're going to like touch on a little of that Saturn and Jupiter conjunction that we had going on, because a lot of people had some like confusion with it, like what the fuck is happening, and yeah, I thought I'd bring that into play. I kind of like it like right here. I kind of like it to where I'm like on the side like this, or if I do like a scarf, maybe if I do like this, it's like it's a floating head. Look at this. How's that look? I have now a floating head. I have way too much fun with this green screen, guys. Yeah, this is a green hat, if you couldn't tell, that makes everything disappear. It's like, oh, now you see the candle, and now you don't see the candle. Yeah, don't give someone who's mentally 7 a green screen. They will do a lot with it, or maybe do. I don't know, it depends on what you like. But happy Yule, everyone. Happy Solstice, or it's second day of Solstice. I'm just checking some commentos right quick to see what's happening, what's good, and seeing what you guys think. So anyone that's new here, welcome to Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. Today we are going to be talking about Yule, or the winter solstice, what it means to me, what it meant to the ancient pagans and all the witchy folk out there. I'm going to talk about some symbolism in your life, and as well as that conjunction. Make sure that you guys comment in here what you guys think, and let me know your thoughts, and if you got anything else going on. Playing Pokemon, yes, indeed. I am the very best, like no one ever was. I just also love Pokemon. I play Pokemon a lot. Hey Logan, what does conjunction mean? So the planets, it's kind of like an alignment. It's like adjacent to each other, and as they like come in, the rays affect each other. So what the Great Conjunction, as a lot of people are calling it, it's not like some people like TikTok witches. Like I don't know if some of you guys like follow the TikToks, but baby TikTok witches get on my damn nerves. They are like, anyone that's an experienced astrologer will be like, yeah, we had a Saturn-Jupiter conjunction. Yeah, it did have some meaning, and it did have some great meaning, but it's not like this whole fucking woo-woo bullshit. Like, when you go on TikTok, these motherfuckers are like, we are going to be transcended into the 5th dimension. Girl, we are in a 3rd, and we're about to go to a 5th. You are not ready for this. We are going into a 5th dimension. It's good. A lot of greatness is coming from it. A lot of life-changing things, but not like 5th dimension kind of bullshit that you like see some TikTok witches. So careful on witch talk. Anyone that has TikTok, careful on witch talk. Some of them know what they're talking about, but a lot of them are full of shit. Just check with professionals at least first to really get a whole broad thing. Because a lot of professional astrologers, like, we're not entering into the age of Aquarius. We're entering into a 200-year cycle of the element of wind, which Aquarians happen to be a wind element, but it's not the age of Aquarius. That's like more new agey than it is astrological. We're entering into a 200-year cycle of intellect, of technology, of wisdom, anything that's really ruled by swiftness, quickness, quick acceleration. So right now we are entering into that more wind phase. And the thing is that people don't get like little planetary information for you, is that planets that are closer to us that are moving faster, such as Venus, Mercury, and Mars, these have more like quick actions because they are closer to us and they affect us quicker and they move faster. Planets that are like further away that move slower, such as like Jupiter, Saturn, are more of like a slow turn and like a slow change. So the difference, I guess you could say, Mercury and Venus, especially Mercury, Venus, Mars, would be like if you mix yellow and blue, the immediate change is green because it's very like quick paced energy. That's why Mercury energy is 3 weeks. But Jupiter, Saturn would be like planting a seed and slowly watching it grow. So when you see like these TikTok witches being like, oh my God, it's entering to the 5th dimension, everything's going so fast, girl. Like, it's no. No, that's not how astrology works. So that's like a little info. So let's get into what the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction actually means. Again, it's not going from the 3rd to the 5th dimension. It's not this crazy change where everyone's just gonna get woke at the same time. Like, I see all this bullshit going on YouTube, and I'm like, girl, simmer down. I believe in fairies, but that's far-fetched. Like, for real. Anyways, so what it does mean is it's you having this change in your life and something that you're leaving behind. It's the big idea in your life. This huge change of like a shift in gears, but a slow shift in gears that you need to go, oh, I need to get off on this interstate and it's going to take some detours and it's going to take some time to get there. And that's really what the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction meant. And it was yesterday on the solstice, which super cool, because solstice is also the like dying of the old and entering into the new. What us modern day Wiccans or witches or pagans or whatever you want to call us, the reason we celebrate the winter solstice is it is the dying of the old to bring in a new light and bring in celebrating that the sun and the days are getting longer now. Ultimately, it came down to survival. We're getting like a great time. We gotta let the old die to let the new in. That's why it was so interesting with what happened astrologically before. It was Saturn conjunct Jupiter, which is the big ideas and big turning. Again, it wasn't this like, oh my God, I'm in the 5th dimension, like a lot of TikTok witches were doing. It's more of the slow change and the pace of course and the uncomfortable change that is needed to create greatness within you. It's definitely getting off course, but inviting new things in your life. Really interesting thing. Actually, before we start, and then I'll get the announcement, I'm going to read some of these things so I'll get to some of the cool parts. Oh, hey Caitlin, what up? Hello Alyssa, sister, Puck Puck. And hey Bree, yay! We got some cool people in the room. Hey Heather. Today we're talking about Yule, as you can tell by the thing. Look at my, again, green screen background. It's like my head can disappear. I see you. Before we start, and then I'll get into like the big announcement, anyone that missed the live, let's just breathe for a second, shall we? Again, anyone that's new here, welcome to Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. My name is Foxy Divine, and aka Psychic Seth. And yeah, please share this on your wall, because sharing is caring. It only takes 2 fucking seconds to share. Just push that share button right there. So I'm gonna light some intentional sage. I am high vibing right now, you guys. Like this announcement, if anyone that missed my live, this announcement is huge. It definitely has to do with this Saturn-Jupiter conjunction. So I'm gonna blow some sage towards you, some towards me. Just cleansing all our thoughts, just taking a breather. And let's take a second to just relax our shoulders, unclench our jaw, and we're just gonna breathe. Let's take a deep breath in, breathing in all of this white light. And then breathing out all this black smoke. Our anxiety, depression, fear, and worry. We're letting it go. Let's take a deep breath in. And then out. One more deep breath in. And out. Keeping your eyes closed. Let's think about how the days in our hemisphere, how the days have gotten shorter and the nights have gotten longer. How we've been inside and we've missed the warm sun on our skin. Let's think about now that starting today, there is a new light within our life. The old is now gone, and the sun is being reborn. Let's think about those summer days coming up. How thankful we are for them. Let's take one more second to let's think about something in our house that we can clean. Something that we can make space for. We're still going to be inside for this winter, and we need to clean something to let the new come in. It could be dusting your blinds. It could be getting rid of that shirt or those pants you don't want anymore. Let's think of one thing in the next month that we can either clean or let go of to start that process, to let that sun, to let that light into your life. Let's think about how grateful we are for the sun. Today on this solstice night, we are celebrating the birth of the sun. We are celebrating the light entering into our life. We are feeling grateful that now the days are getting longer and the nights will be getting shorter. Let's send our thanks and our gratitude towards the sun. Let's take one more deep breath in. And then let it all out. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So it's a little meditation that you guys can visit on your own. You can visit it later when you want to watch this live. You can, think about this, about what is something that you want to release? What is something you need to clean? What is something in your life that you want to cause change in? And in conjunction, again, the great conjunction, with that Jupiter-Saturn, I'll come to the announcement. So anyone that doesn't know, I have a cafe here in Watertown, New York called the Tarot Cafe. And recently, due to COVID and due to different problems that I've had with different people pursuing me and me not feeling safe, I have had to think about what I'm going to do with my future. And wanting to really go the direction that I've always wanted to go. Everyone knows I'm into the teas and potions master. I wanted to have a focus on an apothecary. And we found it today, you guys. And here's the big announcement. We signed our contract and our lease, and we're gonna be in the mall. Isn't that fucking awesome? Anyone that has been to Gertrude Hawk or been to a Gertrude Hawk or know the Gertrude Hawk in the mall, we are taking the Gertrude Hawk space. That beautiful, beautiful, do we have that boyfriend? The picture. Oh, wait, hang on. Whoops. Oh, no. Another TikTok reference. Oh, no.
I can't fix that. You gotta
Oh, wait, hang on. I'll move. Okay, I'll go like this.
No, move to the side.
Wait, this side?
No, go all the way over.
Other way side.
Get up and get out of the shot.
Oh, get out of the shot. Wait. Okay, I'll look. We'll admire this together. Look at this beautiful spot, you guys. We are going to be taking Gertrude Hawk over, and it's going to be the Magic Apothecary. We are going to be selling our teas, our herbal remedies. Look how cool it is. Look at my beautiful boyfriend right here. I'm poking him. Poke, poke, poke. He's so beautiful. But yeah, look at this spot. And imagine right here, we're gonna have our herbs, so it actually looks like an olden day apothecary. Hang on, I'm reading some comments real quick. Keep that up for a second, love. Hi, Pedro. Hey, Kimberly. Yeah, we're going to be opening up in this space. We're going to be selling our herbal tinctures, our teas. You'll be able to come to us for your herb supplies, both medicinal and magical. We'll be having, we'll be selling sage bundle, crystals, anything you name, tarot cards, you name it. We will be a metaphysical shop for you guys that you can come shop, hang out, come have that cafe vibe, have the apothecary vibe. We'll be having local artists and vendors. And if you're a local artisan or long distance, even if you're across the world or across the United States, if you have witchy, handmade, pagany, spiritually things that you want, we are taking commissions right now to go inside of the shop. So please let us know if you want to come put some stuff here in the beautiful apothecary. So that's like the big announcement I wanted to tell you guys, is that like with that Saturn and Jupiter conjunction, it's that big slow change, and this has been a slow change, and it's been really fucking stressful. I'll be real. Like, being in the square wasn't conducive to growth. Because the parking, the support, the rules, the neighbors, it's a mixture of things. And I didn't feel safe. That was a big one. And now there's security, so I'll feel safer. And look at this spot. Look how beautiful this is. And this is what I wanted to like share with you guys. Will you still be doing tarot readings and tea? I will still be doing tarot readings and tea. I'll be doing readings long distance like this, or in person, because now anyone that's been to the cafe knows that has I tried my best with what I had, and we had our curtains. Now I'm gonna have my own like room, and it's my own psychic room that we get to go to that's more private, way more quiet. You don't have to worry about all the distractions of the people, because we get to just go and be in peace. So yeah, I'll be doing workshops and drag shows. The mall allowed us to do drag shows. I'm so fucking excited. I'm elated. I am like 10 out of 10 high vibe, and it felt so good. You know, I went in the cafe today to kind of like say goodbye. I'm not fully out yet, but it's like I'm transitioning right now, and I didn't feel sad for not being in the cafe in the square anymore. I felt joy. I felt joy that I don't have to deal with the bullshit anymore. I don't have to deal with the politics. I don't have to deal with people who are nosy. I don't have to deal with anything like that. It's gone. They're in my rear view mirror. I just get to look forward and do what I have been wanting to do my whole life, and that's bring herbs, teas, healing, both spiritually, mentally, and physically. And I get to, you know, I'm gonna be a fucking spiritual Wiccan shop. I'm gonna have all your witchy goods, from your sage, your crystals, your tarot cards, everything you need. I'm going to be a supplier for that, as well as workshops. We'll still do our meetups where everyone gets to meet in the spiritual community for Witchy Wednesdays. We're going to have our drag shows, all kinds of fun stuff. Anything I'm missing, love?
Classes.
Oh yeah, and I'll be doing classes there because I'll have a classroom space. This is a huge deal to have this spot. I am super excited. 10 out of 10. If you guys ever want to come visit us, we will be in the Salmon Run Mall where the Gertrude Hawk was. Look me up under the Magic Apothecary, M-A-G-I-C-K, Magic Apothecary. Or make sure you check out my YouTube, Foxy Divine. That's Foxy, F-O-X-X-Y.
It's in the description. Oh,
it is in the description. Go check me out on YouTube. It's higher quality, and Facebook sometimes gets like fuckery and they'll like stop shit. If you ever want to come check me out there on YouTube, it's way higher resolution, and that is Foxy, F-O-X-X-Y, Divine, and it's right there in the comments for YouTube. Make sure you subscribe for some goodness that is only for exclusives there, including for readings on full moons. So let's re-say what we were just discussing right quick about the Great Conjunction, the Yule, and yeah, we'll put a bow on it. By the way, again, look at this like green screen hat. Like I get to turn invisible. I feel like, fuck you, Harry. You had the cloak of invisibility. I got the hat of invisibility. It's not nearly as effective, but it works. It's like a nice little scarf. It's like I disappear. And I'll put this like this. I'll put it like that. It's like my little bling, invisibling. I like that, invisibling. So, little review here for Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. We're not talking about a tarot card today. We're talking about Yule and the winter solstice. Cool little facts about the winter solstice. Certain parts of the world, the reason that pagans and witch folk alike celebrate this day, let's go back to agriculture. Right now we have I'm going to give you like the modern day metaphysical reasons about cleansing oneself and starting over, and you know, it actually goes back to survival agricultural, and that is in essence what witchcraft is all about. Witchcraft is all about survival, and all about praying with the crops, praying for when we're going to find meat, or praying for hunting. Hunting was very sacred to witches. So let's go back in time. In certain parts of the world, when we started to become hunter-gatherer, the sun disappeared. The sun straight up disappeared. In certain parts of like Ireland and like the UK, there was actually like a 24-hour period of darkness because it was the longest days. Now let's go back in hunter-gatherer phase. They were like, wait, the sun didn't rise. Becky, the sun didn't rise. Like imagine how like shook you would be back then, waking up to no sun. So you have to find certain rituals. So they had this ritual, and you can look this up, called the hunting of the wren. Wren, W-R-E-N. And what they would do is they would send all the tribesmen out, and they would go and they'd hunt for this bird to try to kill the bird. And legend has it is that when they killed the wren and they found the wren as it was like fluttering through the forest, the sun rose the second they killed it. So they call it the hunting of the wren, and it's symbolic of the winter solstice. Now, a way that this is commonly practiced in certain covens, I was a part of a coven that was like super old school. Like it wasn't like modern day Wicca. It was more like try to be as traditional witchcraft as possible. They would, for the winter solstice there, they would separate the men from the women, and the men had to keep watch, which means we had to stay up for the whole 24 hours. And then we would take shifts between who would stay awake, and that was like symbolic of the hunting of the wren, and learning men's mysteries and women's mysteries, and you know, the sacred feminine, the sacred masculine. And then on sunrise, the cool part that we would do is we'd all go to Thompson Park, and the high priestesses would hide a red ribbon inside of the woods, and then they told the men to get out, and they said, find it. That's it. Thompson Park. These motherfuckers just left us in Thompson Park and said, find the wren, or find the red ribbon. And this is when I was like really high level at my dowsing abilities and be able to find it. And everyone's like searching, looking everywhere, looking up the trees. And I closed my eyes and I beelined to it because I could see it in the ether, and I could see like this red, it wasn't in a ribbon shape, it was like blobus, but I guess that'd be the aura. And I found it, and I found the wren. And then if you found the wren in this adaptation of witch circles of the hunting of the wren, you were dubbed the Lord of Misrule, which means it was your job to take care of the coven. You got the coven the food, you made sure that their drinks never seen the bottom of their glass, unless they said so. And it was kind of like, that's, besides my southern hospitality, that's a lot of where I got my southern hospitalities, being a part of this coven. And that's like some more ancient reasons about why we celebrate it. It's the celebration of the sun. Back then, you gotta think, they didn't have food as easily accessible. They can't fucking open their fridge or, you know, just go to the store and be like, yo, I need some food. They had to stock up. So this is like very much a hunter-gatherer survival time. So a lot of witchcraft in its essence is trying to make sure you and your family survive through the harsh winters. Either are you praying, you know, through your crops in the other part of the year where you were praying your crops would grow. And that's why the harvests are so important to witches, and why we honor them so much, and also why solstices are so important, is it's that marking of the end of the darker half of the year and then bringing in the lighter half of the year. We are now celebrating the rebirth and the birth of the sun. You see where a whole entire religion got mixed up over one letter? It's not the birth of the S-O-N, it's the birth of the S-U-N. And that's why the rebirth at this time on winter solstice, you notice winter solstice and Christmas are really close together. It's because the traditions were taken from ancient pagan and witchcraft traditions, and then they were more modernized to create what you now call Christmas, the birth of the S-U-N. And we celebrate now the birth of the S-U-N because I don't know about you, but I'm fucking done with it getting like dark at 4 fucking o'clock. And that's why we celebrate this holiday so much. And the traditions go back. Gift giving, decorating the tree, inviting the fairies into your house, having a wreath on your door, which is the symbol of immortality. It's the circle, it's the evergreen, representing that it's your soul lives on, your soul is forever. All of these things that we have are ancient pagan traditions come into modern day society. And that's how they were integrated. And that's why like Yule and winter solstice is such a big deal. And when you celebrate Christmas, you're essentially celebrating the winter solstice because all the traditions are the same. You know, modern day witches and Wiccan families, they still do the tree, they still do big dinners, they still do gift giving, they still do caroling, they do all of these things. So and a lot of times when people are going into like with their family, they're like, oh, how can I be a pagan family and still have the traditions? And it's like, all the traditions are pagan, they just have the different words slapped on them. But everyone has their different celebration of winter solstice. And that's just like a little fun facts I thought I'd give you today if you ever wanted to learn about winter solstice and why pagans and witches and Wiccans all celebrate these 3-day period, the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, is because it's that rebirth phase. In certain ancient pagan traditions, today was called the Dead Day, the 22nd. This is the day where there was no sun. So the 21st would be like the sun is dying, the 22nd is where the sun is fully dead, and the 23rd, they said, is the sun is born. And you'll also hear this in like, symbolically, you'll hear them say the death of the Oak King and the birth of the Holly King, or you'll see it in like pagan literature, if you ever want to type this up on Google, the battle between the Oak King and the Holly King. Because the Oak King, think oak, wisdom, older, strength, is dying, the old sun is dying, and the Holly King, youthful energy, rebirth energy, is being reborn. And you'll often see like a battle. In one coven I worked with, it's Tribe All Paths, we actually enacted this where we had someone be the Oak King and someone be the Holly King, and they did a sword battle. And then the Oak King died, and the Holly King was successful, representing that the sun is now reborn, and we can celebrate longer days, because summer's right around the corner. No more fucking getting dark at 4 o'clock, and that's really the ultimate celebration of it. And then last little cool thing is that the reason we do the conjunction of Jupiter into Saturn, everyone's seen that. Again, fuck witch talk saying like, we're entering into the 5th dimension. Like, fuck that shit. Yes, it does mean change is happening, and it represents letting go of the old, but it's a slow transfer. It's not like a quick transfer like Mercury, Venus, Mars energy. Saturn, Jupiter is more slow moving. And just like I did, we opened up an apothecary in the mall, March 1st. Make sure you come check us out. Like me here on Facebook under the Magic Apothecary, or check on YouTube. Look up Foxy Divine. If you want updates and you want to come to the soft opening, which is only exclusive people on the email list, and you want to come to that, make sure you send me a message. Can you throw up my email, love? Make sure you send me a email to psychicseth@gmail.com. Screenshot right now if you want to keep it, and send me an email and say you want to join my email list. I have a plants and potions email list. You heard that right, plants and potions, where I have like an herb of the week. Last week was valerian root, and I talk about different workshops. I talk about like different conjunctions. I summarize these live. So if you want to join, again, screenshot right now if you need to. Go to psychicseth@gmail.com, or check me out here on YouTube under Foxy_Divine. Make sure you subscribe to see all the coolness that's going on there. So thank you for joining me here. I'm really, boyfriend was showing me. Screenshot right now too. Everyone together. 1, 2, 3. If you want to get my potions and remedies and all the cool witchy stuff that I have to offer, but you don't live locally, I can ship it straight to your house if you go to the Etsy, themagicapothoshop.etsy.com. We have all kinds of gift sets, we have teas, lover's potion, all of our regular teas that we had there. And we will be having those at the apothecary. It's mostly concentrated on like the herbal remedies, the teas, the Wiccan supplies and witchcraft supplies, but it will have a small section to where we will be focusing on our teas like Lover's Potion, High Priestess, all those good ones that you guys love. And you can also just take it home and make it for yourself, or you can just buy it there and sip it and enjoy the atmosphere, because it's going to be witchy as fuck. There's going to be plants everywhere and moss. It's going to look like an ancient apothecary. I'm so pumped. So thank you guys for joining me on this journey. Anyone that's been there from the beginning and the Tarot Cafe and before, this is called evolution. And yes, my heart will always have a piece with the Tarot Cafe. But now's the time to evolve. Feel that energy of that Saturn and Jupiter and evolve into the Magic Apothecary, where I can serve more of you and help others, do workshops, have drag shows, and all that cool stuff. From my household and my beautiful man and our beautiful kitties Lilith and Houdini, and from my heart, I want to wish all of you a happy holidays, a happy solstice, and a blessed Yule. I love you guys. Have a magical night.